will agree that these two words represent two different trends in attitudes, our attitudes to learning a foreign language. I believe that what's happening with English now is continuation of almost 2000-year-old tradition in India. Earlier it was Sanskrit and then Persian and now English, which were languages of the ruling class and which were used in two ways. One is to establish hegemony and power, and the other to seek more knowledge and learning. I believe that tradition still continues with English. And what happened with Sanskrit or with Persian isn't really very different with English. We noticed three kinds of reactions to such kind of imposition of a prestige language on the society. One is the reaction of complete uncritical acceptance, blindly accepting the language because it brings prosperity and power. And the other extreme was a total opposition, equally blind opposition, simply rejecting because it's an alien language. And then there is a third kind of reaction where people accept the language and use the language as a tool of resistance to whatever they don't like. It's difficult to say what percentage of population went to which kind of reaction, but we can notice these three trends. In case of English as well, when English became the prestige language, the language of the ruling class, the language of hegemony and power, it also brought exposure to worldwide knowledge, and many people wanted to use English as a language of quest. I wouldn't go into this debate of conquest of quest because I personally believe it is a part of existing reality. The question is there any significant difference between what happened earlier with other languages and what's happening with English? And I believe there are some very important differences that we must remember. First important difference is, in case of Persian or Sanskrit, the prestige language and its all consequences were limited to a very small size of population. In case of English, it affects a huge number of population. Secondly, the players have not exactly changed, but there are now additional players, particularly when we talk of hegemony and power. In case of English, it's not just the colonizers, it's not just the foreign rulers who